Downtime is super expensive for any business, and so when there are issues, it's not if, it's when there will be challenges. You need to know that who you partner with is going to be there, they're going to stand behind their product, they're going to have the parts on the shelf that we need, and they're going to have the technicians available to get us back up and running as quickly as they can. And then Superfici has done that thus far. My name is Jonathan Adams. I'm Vice President of Operations at Bell Cabinetry and Design here in Cumming, Georgia. Bell provides a full end-to-end process. We put a huge emphasis on the design of the products. That's why design is in our name. And so we work through all of the pricing and design elements on the front end. Then we go through all the engineering process, the manufacturing, then we deliver the product, and then we install and service the product as well. When I worked at a previous company in California, we put in 2 large Superfici lines, and that experience was positive, and I was able to develop relationships with the leadership team with Superfici through that acquisition and that purchase of equipment. And so when we started looking at who we wanted to purchase finishing equipment from, it was important for me personally and for Bell as an organization to know who we were partnering with, and it was a known quantity, and we knew that they were going to support us.
Hi, my name is Quentin Petty, manufacturing engineer at Bell Cabinetry, and I've been employed for about 1.5 years, focused initially in the setup of the new factory. As far as basic operator training, the machine is extremely easy to run, so that went very smoothly, and Superfici tech support has been available pretty much as needed. So we have come up with some questions after training, but to be honest, not very much.
I think anytime you implement automation, there is a learning curve. But I think that is important for people who are making buying decisions around automation to understand that you're not going to just plop the machine on the floor and expect that you're going to start producing on day one, especially with a very technical piece of equipment and a technical process like finishing requires. Andreas, who was fantastic by the way, Andreas did an excellent job for us during the entire installation process. He was very hands-on, he walked us through every element of the line, and then we also had support from Dylan, who helped us on all of the plural component mixing system and the Evo. We really like how Superfici ties together the plural component mixing system with the Superfici controller. And the competitors that we looked at, nobody else offered that level of integration. And we felt like from an operational standpoint, having one screen to control both the spray cabin and the mix panel was superior than what your competitors were doing.
One of the objectives for the line is that we had to be able to change colors extremely quickly. Otherwise, we would have a huge percentage of downtime in the day. So we made investment with Superfici for the Evo system, which has been absolutely amazing. This allows us to change colors in less than 5 minutes or within the cycles in the machine. We had the opportunity to work with Dylan, amazing resource, and he worked directly with us to understand the specific arrangement that we needed. So the system is kind of custom made for our specific application.
The ongoing support has been excellent thus far. We have a question, we can usually get somebody to remote into the machine within a matter of hours. All the parts that we have needed, they've all been readily available. And when we've needed on-site support from technicians, they've also been able to react very quickly.
Through our growing, our lack of experience, we had an accident where we plugged up all of our lines. And based on this amazing relationship, we were able to put in a call, and a technician was here on site the next morning, which was absolutely amazing and really critical for us to get back running again. One of the selling points that closed the deal for us, at least, Superfici invested significantly in all of the testing, so they were open to us bringing in vendors, and it was a great experience to have a real idea of what we were walking into instead of just a written quote.
I think we visited the Superfici lab 3 or 4 times because we were also in the process of making a coating change. So we were kind of validating the coating change as well as the equipment, making sure that the product was drying appropriately and that we were getting the results that we expected.
Inside of the lab, the staff was absolutely amazing and professional. And to be honest with you, Brett brought to the table a lot of ideas that we hadn't even thought about, so helped us make the evaluation. I think one of the key factors for the whole experience is really connecting the equipment and the people and process. Superfici did a great job of not just selling us a piece of equipment, but selling us the solution. So they were really conscious about what our goals were and helped us design something that would take us to where we need to go.